Motorcycling just hit a breaking point. For the first time, brand new Japanese motorcycles are being unleashed for $2,000, a price so low it threatens to collapse everything manufacturers thought was untouchable. Imagine walking into a dealership and realizing the bike you saved for years is suddenly worth less overnight. This isn't just about affordability, it's about survival, because when costs drop this fast, entire industries crumble. If you ride, this impacts more than your wallet. It could shift resale values, force legendary models out of production, and rewrite the future of motorcycling culture itself. Stick around, because the final motorcycle on this list proves why this market reset could be the biggest shock riders have seen in decades. Number 7. Kawasaki Eliminator 125. There is something refreshing about a motorcycle that strips away every unnecessary layer and gives you nothing but the core experience of riding. The Eliminator has been that kind of machine for decades, offering a practical and confidence-building cruiser platform that is as approachable as it is reliable. It may not carry the weight of a large touring bike, but it stands as a reminder that honest simplicity can still turn heads. Older riders often appreciated the Eliminator for its simplicity, driven by a 124 cubic centimeter air-cooled single-cylinder engine that produced 12 horsepower with 7 pound-feet of torque. Consumer Reports highlighted its approachable nature, making it a steady choice for beginners and a reliable runabout for seasoned owners. Braking came from a single front disc and rear drum, with telescopic forks and dual rear shocks providing suspension. At 297 pounds wet with a 28.7-inch seat height, it was praised for accessibility, while its $2,000 starting price kept it within easy reach. This machine has long been a favorite for riders who want to introduce a younger family member to the freedom of the road, or for experienced owners who simply appreciate a lightweight option to cruise down country highways. Its compact frame and straightforward mechanics make maintenance a breeze, something that riders who prefer wrenching in their own garage will value deeply. The styling of the Eliminator reflects a small-scale cruiser with familiar lines, low stance, and wide handlebars, echoing the larger motorcycles that many aspire to own without carrying the intimidating size or cost. The Eliminator holds its charm through accessibility. A rider in his 50s who may have put thousands of miles on a heavy touring rig will instantly recognize the benefit of a smaller companion bike that offers easy maneuvering and a calm pace. At the same time, its comfort-oriented ergonomics mean that the seating position is relaxed enough for longer rides than one might expect from such a modest machine. The narrow profile also allows the Eliminator to fit neatly into city traffic, proving that it is as capable on urban commutes as it is during quiet weekend runs into the countryside. Even though the Eliminator is not a powerhouse, its true strength lies in teaching respect for the fundamentals of riding. Its 5-speed manual gearbox demands smooth coordination, while its lightweight encourages riders to develop balance without feeling overwhelmed. These are qualities that have made it an enduring choice in training programs and private garages alike. For many, the first real connection to motorcycling began here, astride a humble Eliminator, before progressing to larger and more complex machines. What sets the Eliminator apart is not a pursuit of extravagance, but a quiet acknowledgement of what motorcycling has always been about: open air, honest mechanics, and a seat that places you just a few feet above the asphalt. This is a bike that asks little in return while giving you the essential thrill of riding. It may be modest in its numbers, but it is rich in heritage and purpose. The next motorcycle on this list proves that embracing retro style does not mean sacrificing practical performance, and it offers a reminder that even modest designs can capture the heart of experienced riders who know what really matters on the road. Number 6. Suzuki Van 200. Every rider who has spent time around motorcycles knows that some machines carry a charm that feels larger than their specifications. The Van is one of those rare motorcycles that has always balanced quirky character with genuine functionality, reminding riders that freedom does not require overwhelming horsepower or towering size. It steps forward in this countdown, not because of raw aggression, but because of the unusual way it combines retro spirit with practical design. Many riders valued the Van for its quirky charm and steady performance. Powered by a 199 cubic centimeter air-cooled single-cylinder engine, producing 16 horsepower with 12.5 pound-feet of torque. Consumer Reports often praised its relaxed character and reliability for both city and light trail use. Stopping came from a single front disc and rear drum, while telescopic forks and dual rear shocks supported suspension. At 282 pounds wet with a 30.3-inch seat height, it earned compliments for stability, and its $2,000 starting price kept it accessible. The The Van is a motorcycle that carries the flavor of the 1970s while fitting comfortably into modern roads. Its most defining feature is its wide balloon-style tires, which look unusual at first glance, but provide stable handling on both pavement and loose terrain. Older riders who recall the dirt bikes and scramblers of their youth often find the Van instantly familiar, as though it was pulled directly from those earlier days of motorcycling. At the same time, the low-slung profile and approachable ergonomics make it a comfortable choice for steady cruising around town or taking a gentle ride down country lanes. What sets the Van apart from other small motorcycles is its versatility. While it cannot compete with heavy cruisers on interstate stretches, it thrives in situations where agility and balance matter more than speed. Riding across sandy back roads, gravel driveways, or coastal paths is exactly where this motorcycle shows its personality. Many owners have used it as a beach bike, an easy runabout for campgrounds, or a secondary ride to complement a larger touring machine. The relaxed upright posture and long padded seat make it more comfortable than many would expect from such a modest package. For the demographic of seasoned American riders who may already own a heavyweight cruiser or touring rig, the Van offers something different. It is not meant to replace the long-distance companion, but rather to provide a playful, lightweight option that encourages exploration without the burden of size or cost. It is a motorcycle that allows you to feel the road beneath you, hear the single cylinder thumping steadily, and remember the first rides of your youth. Practicality lies in its simplicity, minimal electronics, reliable mechanical parts, and a reputation for handling years of steady use without complaint. Motorcycling is not always about high numbers or thunderous torque. Sometimes it is about capturing a certain feeling, and the Van delivers exactly that. Its styling, its stance, and its attitude speak to an era when motorcycles were as much about personality as performance. For riders who value charm and utility over sheer speed, this bike makes a strong statement. The next motorcycle in this lineup proves that rugged durability and off-road capability can be delivered in a small frame, showing that function and toughness can sometimes outshine flash and extravagance. If you've made it this far, you're clearly as passionate about motorcycles as we are. Subscribe to our channel and share your thoughts in the comments. Number 5. Yamaha TW200. Riders who appreciate machines that refuse to compromise on rugged reliability often find themselves drawn to this compact but tough motorcycle. The 200 is not built for speed or extravagance. Instead, it focuses on durability, balance, and the kind of versatility that makes it equally at home on pavement, gravel, or sandy trails. Riders often admired the 200 for its rugged simplicity. Powered by a 196 cubic centimeter air-cooled single-cylinder engine producing 16 horsepower with 11.5 pound-feet of torque. Consumer Reports praised its durability, noting it could handle years of steady use with minimal upkeep. Braking was provided by a single front disc and rear drum, with telescopic forks and a monoshock rear suspension managing control. At 278 pounds wet and a 31.1-inch seat height, it was praised for stability, while its $2,000 starting price made it highly accessible. The 200 has earned the nickname the two-wheeled mule for good reason. Its oversized tires are unlike anything seen on most production motorcycles, offering a wide footprint that grips loose surfaces with ease. That design gives older riders confidence when navigating terrain that would cause a slimmer tire to slip, whether crossing wet grass, loose sand, or uneven gravel. At the same time, its simple and proven air-cooled engine requires little maintenance, reinforcing the reputation of the 200 as a motorcycle that can sit in the garage for months and still fire up when called upon. For seasoned American riders accustomed to large displacement cruisers, the 200 provides a refreshing change of pace. It is light, maneuverable, and unintimidating, yet it offers a sense of purpose every time you swing a leg over the saddle. Many owners keep it as a secondary bike, using it for property work, hunting trips, or quick jaunts around rural roads. The broad tires, combined with the upright seating position, create a surprising amount of comfort despite the motorcycle's compact frame. Its agility makes it enjoyable on winding back roads, while its durability allows it to tackle trails and fields with equal ease. The charm of the 200 lies not in raw numbers, but in how it makes the rider feel. Confidence is built into its very nature, offering stability for those who may not wish to wrestle a heavyweight cruiser through tight spaces or rough ground. This motorcycle encourages exploration without demanding constant attention or advanced skills, making it a favorite for both beginners and veterans who want something simpler. It has quietly remained in production for decades, a testament to its loyal following and its ability to meet the practical needs of everyday riders. Motorcycling often revolves around the big touring machines or the flashy cruisers that dominate highways, but the 200 demonstrates that function-driven design can be just as rewarding. Its steady performance, approachable stature, and time-tested build quality remind us that riding freedom is not measured solely in horsepower or chrome, but in trust, comfort, and adaptability. The next motorcycle in this countdown brings back the essence of old-school standards, proving that a stripped-down and minimalist approach can still capture the hearts of riders who value authenticity over embellishment. Want the best gear and accessories to match your ride? Check the description below. We've linked everything you need to upgrade your setup today. Number 4. Honda CB223S. There is a certain appeal in a motorcycle that chooses restraint instead of extravagance, and this one carries that appeal with quiet strength. The CB223S is a reminder of a time when motorcycles were straightforward, durable, and built to last without demanding constant attention. It was created for riders who prefer the essence of motorcycling: balance, simplicity, and a mechanical honesty that leaves little room for unnecessary complication. Many riders respected the CB223S for its balance of size and strength. Powered by a 223 cubic centimeter air-cooled single-cylinder engine that produced 20 horsepower with 16 pound-feet of torque. Consumer reports praised its smooth throttle response and durability on long rides. Stopping power came from a front disc and rear drum, with telescopic forks and twin rear shocks handling suspension. At 268 pounds dry with a 30.1-inch seat height, it was noted for stability, while its $2,000 price made it an affordable classic. For older riders who remember the straightforward Honda standards of the 1970s and 1980s, the CB223S feels like meeting an old friend. Its upright riding position, slim frame, and mechanical reliability all harken back to the earlier CB line, which helped define the idea of the universal Japanese motorcycle. This machine does not chase top speed, nor does it aim to dazzle with flashy chrome. Instead, it stands firmly as a dependable and practical companion for everyday riding. Its balance makes it approachable for those who are re-entering the world of motorcycles after years away, while its efficiency ensures that it remains affordable to run. The CB223S also serves as an excellent reminder that motorcycles need not be large to be meaningful. Its engine may be modest, but its character is rooted in consistency and dependability. It has proven itself in commuter roles, small-town deliveries, and weekend rides alike. For riders who maintain a larger cruiser for long-distance travel, this motorcycle fits naturally as a secondary machine that can handle local duties while saving the heavy weight for extended journeys. Its slim design allows easy maneuvering through traffic or narrow rural lanes, proving that less weight can often translate into more confidence. The CB223S offered surprising comfort, with a low seat height providing stability and suspension that smoothed rough pavement. Relaxed ergonomics supported longer rides, while its steady rhythm on back roads made it enjoyable for riders who valued the ride itself more than the destination. What makes the CB223S particularly appealing to mature riders is its honest construction. There are no excessive electronics, no layers of rider modes, and no distractions between the rider and the road. It is a motorcycle built to be ridden, maintained easily, and trusted. For those who value heritage and a return to the basics of motorcycling, this machine holds its ground as a worthy inclusion in this countdown. The next motorcycle demonstrates that even the smallest displacement machines can capture imagination when paired with cruiser styling, showing that charm and affordability can still coexist in a form that respects both heritage and practicality. Number 3. Suzuki GN125. Some motorcycles earn their place not through overwhelming performance, but through quiet consistency, and the GN125 is one of those machines. It has been a familiar sight in cities and small towns alike, carrying riders reliably with a steady rhythm and straightforward character. Riders often admired the GN125 for its modest but dependable strength, powered by a 124 cubic centimeter air-cooled single-cylinder engine that produced 11 horsepower with 7.4 pound-feet of torque. Consumer reports noted its forgiving nature, making it a reliable choice for daily commutes and new riders alike. Stopping duties came from a single front disc paired with a rear drum, while telescopic forks and twin rear shocks managed suspension. With a wet weight of 276 pounds and a 30.3-inch seat height, height. It earned praise for stability, while its $2,000 starting price kept it within reach. The GN125 embodied Suzuki's practical vision, built to be approachable, durable, and affordable rather than compete with larger cruisers. Older riders recalled first experiences on similar machines, praising its lightweight control and compact build, which made it a trusted gateway to motorcycling and essential riding skills. Despite its modest engine, the GN125 carries itself with the charm of a miniature cruiser. The styling is reminiscent of larger bikes, with chrome touches and a long, low profile that suggests a scaled-down classic. Riders who value appearance as well as practicality will find it appealing, since it mirrors the presence of larger motorcycles without the bulk or the cost. For those who already own a heavy cruiser, the GN125 can serve as a nimble secondary option, ideal for shorter errands or relaxed neighborhood rides. The GN125 stood out for efficiency, with a fuel-saving single-cylinder engine needing little upkeep. Straightforward maintenance and accessible parts made it easy for riders to service at home, rewarding care with long-lasting dependability that resonated strongly with experienced owners who valued simplicity and longevity. From a comfort standpoint, the GN125 may surprise some. The seating position is upright and natural, with a saddle that sits low enough to provide stability at every stop. The suspension, though basic, smooths out rough pavement adequately, and the lightweight build reduces rider fatigue over extended time on the road. While it is not suited for high-speed interstate travel, its calm nature on back roads and urban streets makes it a steady and trustworthy companion. Motorcycling at its core has always been about connection between rider and road, and the GN125 embodies that belief. It strips away the excess and leaves the essentials: an engine that hums, a frame that responds, and a design that respects tradition. For riders who appreciate simplicity wrapped in classic lines, it remains an enduring choice. The next motorcycle in this lineup raises the stakes with more muscle and a V-twin heartbeat, delivering a blend of charm and authority that appeals to those who demand more presence from their machine. Number 2. Yamaha Virago 250. Among small displacement cruisers, few motorcycles have left a mark as lasting as this one. The Virago 250 has earned its reputation not because of overwhelming size or power, but because it brings the look, sound, and feel of a true V-twin into a package that nearly anyone can ride with confidence. It captures the cruiser spirit in a form that is approachable, affordable, and enduringly stylish. Power for the Virago 250 came from a 249 cubic centimeter air-cooled V-twin engine, producing 21 horsepower with 15 pound-feet of torque. Consumer reports often highlighted its smooth delivery and authentic cruiser sound, making it a favorite among entry-level riders. Braking was managed by a single front disc and rear drum, supported by telescopic forks and twin rear shocks. At 324 pounds wet with a 27-inch seat height, it was praised for stability at low speeds, while a $2,000 starting price made it highly approachable. The Virago 250 offers something unusual in its class: the unmistakable rumble of a V-twin. While most motorcycles at this price and size rely on single-cylinder or parallel twin engines, this machine brings a miniature taste of the cruiser heartbeat that older riders know so well. The sound and vibration are subdued compared to larger machines, yet they are unmistakably authentic. For many riders, this was their first introduction to the V-twin character, a step into the world of cruisers without the intimidation of heavy weight or tall seats. Practicality also plays a large role in the Virago 250's appeal. With its lightweight, low seat, and narrow profile, it is easy to handle in traffic or while parking. It gives confidence to those who may not want to wrestle a heavyweight cruiser at low speeds, while still delivering the satisfaction of a bike that looks and feels like a scaled-down classic. The ergonomics are relaxed and comfortable, with forward-placed foot controls and a low-slung saddle that echoes the design language of larger Yamaha cruisers. The Virago 250 proved itself a dependable workhorse, with a durable air-cooled V-twin requiring only basic care. Older riders valued its simplicity compared to complex machines, while strong fuel efficiency kept costs low, delivering affordable operation with the satisfaction of authentic cruiser styling. Older riders who may already own a touring rig or heavyweight V-twin often find the Virago 250 a valuable secondary machine. It is perfect for shorter runs to town, relaxed evening rides, or simply for the enjoyment of cruising without the bulk of a larger motorcycle. It also allows for shared use within families, as the approachable size makes it suitable for younger or less experienced riders, while still delivering enough style and presence to keep veteran owners satisfied. What makes the Virago 250 stand out is its ability to embody cruiser heritage in a form that is accessible to nearly everyone. It does not try to be more than it is, yet it succeeds in offering the qualities that matter most: the look, the feel, and the sound of a true cruiser. The motorcycle that takes the top position in this countdown carries a legacy even stronger, blending proven reliability with iconic design in a way that has touched more riders than almost any other entry-level machine. We're almost at the finish line, but before you head out, hit subscribe and join the channel. That way you'll never miss future breakdowns, insights, and stories built for riders who value freedom, power, and the open road. Number 1. Honda Rebel 250. Every generation of riders has a motorcycle that defines the entry point into a lifetime of riding, and the Rebel 250 has filled that role for decades. It became the trusted companion for countless Americans who wanted a cruiser that was affordable, approachable, and yet still carried the unmistakable lines of a true classic. The Rebel 250 carried a 234 cubic centimeter air-cooled parallel twin engine that produced 16 horsepower with 12.4 pound-feet of torque. Riders often praised its smooth delivery and dependable character, noting it was forgiving yet steady enough for daily use. Braking was handled by a single front disc and rear drum, paired with telescopic forks up front and twin rear shocks for suspension. Weighing 329 pounds with a seat height of 26.6 inches, it was praised in Consumer Reports for confidence at low speeds, while a $2,000 starting price made it widely accessible. The Rebel 250 earned its place in American garages by delivering more than affordability. It delivered proven dependability. Its smooth parallel twin engine inspired trust, while accessibility and cruiser comfort made it a top recommendation for older riders and training programs, offering confidence without intimidation. The Rebel 250 appealed beyond beginners, with many experienced riders keeping it for years. Its lightweight and nimble handling made it ideal for commuting, errands, or evening rides. A low seat height offered stability, while cruiser ergonomics and relaxed posture reduced fatigue, delivering dependable comfort daily. Practicality has always been a defining quality of the Rebel 250. Maintenance is simple, parts are inexpensive, and fuel efficiency keeps operating costs low. Many owners praise its ability to withstand years of use with little more than routine care. That kind of reliability holds a special appeal for riders who have already invested their time and money into larger cruisers or touring rigs, because it provides a contrast, a machine that asks for little but always delivers when called upon. The styling of the Rebel 250 also played a role in its enduring success. It carries the silhouette of a classic cruiser, with a teardrop tank, low seat, and wide handlebars. For riders who value tradition, it looks the part, even if its numbers are modest. That balance between form and function created loyalty that few small motorcycles have ever matched. What sets the Rebel 250 apart is how it bridges the gap between aspiration and practicality. It gave riders a taste of cruiser life without forcing them into financial or physical strain. For older riders who know the value of a dependable machine, the Rebel 250 stands as a reminder that sometimes the most meaningful motorcycles are not the largest or most powerful, but the ones that consistently earn your trust. The conclusion of this countdown belongs to the Rebel 250 because it represents the heart of motorcycling at its purest: accessible, reliable, and timeless. That wraps up our full countdown, but the ride doesn't stop here. If you found value in this breakdown, hit that like button and let me know your thoughts in the comments. Most importantly, subscribe right now so you never miss the latest updates, insights, and stories shaping the world of motorcycles. Stay sharp, stay connected, and I'll see you on the next ride.